Alright, we're coming back in this one. I'm going to finish up with the spring summer loadout, basic loadout belt kit L.V.I. Right now, the butt pack is going to have extras, things in case you are basically separated from your patrol pack and your main ruck. Of course, on your body, on your person, you're going to have your map case with your map. You're going to have your main compass, your backup compass, and you know, your pace beads and other things like that. You know, so maybe some signaling devices in your pockets, all that sort of stuff. Now, you're going to have some backups to that in here because stuff happens. Alright? Now, I designed this cover for this butt pack. This is a Spec-Ops SOB standard Soldiers Optimized Butt Pack, I think they call it. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So what I've got here is I've got a drawstring system. Alright. So I had that draw cord there, I had that tight, and then I do an overhand and pull the knot up to where it's supposed to go through, and then I just tuck it down in there, and then it won't get loose. Right? Something like that. And I just do this. Right? So this cover, it goes underneath and back slightly up a few inches to where it meets the bottom of where it's attached to the war belt kit, right? That way, even if this came undone for some reason, it's still not coming off because it's actually tied in with paracord along the bottom, because there's a straight edge along the bottom and it's tied in on the back side over there. Okay? Now, you got your main compartment and you got two side compartments. So let's just start with this left side compartment. What I got in here is I got some bands. Okay, you're setting up 3D camo, you know, on your person. You could even use this for attaching, you know, we're talking about natural camo and netting and stuff. Attach stuff to your netting. Get these wide bands, wide rubber bands, right? Kind of tan looking. You can use those. Next up in here, I've got backup base plate compass and tritium. That's a Kamanga Destinate. Alright. I got another set of backup trouser blousers, right, for the ankle area, your trousers. Guess there's another in there. And then I got my backup water supply, okay, emergency water gathering supply. A couple of these Sawyer bags in there. This here for the little plunger to unclog your Sawyer if it starts getting a little bit of crud up in there. You try to do clear water with your Sawyer if you can. If you got access to a millbank bag, then you should include that in your kit so you can pre-filter. Then I've got Sawyer squeeze in here. I used Sawyer minis, but I had some issues with them. Hadn't heard any issues with these though. mostly Sawyer squeeze. I used on an 800-mile trip once, and it worked fine. Even though I back pressured it before and dried it out before I stored it, once I brought it back out of storage, it would not pass water. So that's it in this bag. That is empty. So that side pouch is empty. This is primarily backup water, okay, and emergency water gathering, and a backup base plate compass, and the bands. Alright, we'll get over here in this other side pouch. My zippers, I use L.V.I. boot guard to lubricate them. I just get a bit on my fingers, rub it up and down both sides. And that L.V.I. boot guard is a combination of beeswax and lanolin, and it makes these zippers slick. Alright, so on this side, more for camouflage. These arm bands that I made, remember the other day, the inner tubes? I made these arm bands. They go right around there, okay? Put some 3D in there, some natural vegetation. This side I got another backup compass. Now this compass is extremely accurate, and as you can see, it's in its own pouch. And I lined this pouch with wool blanket. Okay, this is accurate to 1 degree, and it's tritium. It's Francis Barker. All right, so it's your Francis Barker. It's a British-made compass. M73, I think. But anyway, this is a prismatic compass. Okay. When I'm actually using it, it's locked down right now, but when I'm actually using it, I like to use this at night. I don't lock it down, I just shut it, and then I have no noise when I open it. Alright. So that's your Francis Barker M73. Has a bezel lock here, so you dial in, okay, on your azimuth, and then you can lock it down. So then you can line it up and head out. Okay, so this one's really good for nighttime because it's quiet. It's really quiet, and the terrain is rough. It can really deal with it. It doesn't make any noise, and I think it's got six tritium lights to it, I think. Anyway, it's what I like to do is I like to figure out my routes and stuff during the day before I'm going to head out. I'll get everything sorted out during the day, and then at night, if I'm going to make a night move, I will go ahead and follow out my route plan. Of course, you've got your pace beads as well. Follow your plan. All right, and then if you're going to do a night move, you're all ready to go. You ain't mucking around, doing, goofing off. Anyway, lock that back down. That's your Francis Barker. And so I keep that in there in its own little pouch. It's an instrument, What else I got in here? Signaling. Alright, so I've got a couple of chem lights. You could use these for signaling or what have you. You could put a bit of cordage on one of these, use it as a buzz saw. type signal if you wanted. It's something you could do. I've got this right here. Okay. What this is a chem light holder. And what it does is it allows you to put a chem light in there to have for night operations. And you can open it and expose chem light, or you could close it and expose less until there's just a little illumination there, or you could just shut it off completely. Alright. Some extra bulbs. Okay, I've got regular angle head bulbs in here, and I've got one LED, one backup LED, because I've got my angle head converted to LED. Alright. And Otis. Alright. So this kit has this black one. Alright. And then my autumn winter, I've got the sand colored M4 kit. Alright. It's just, you know, a nice little kit, and you always need something like this on you. Alright. You gotta keep your stuff clean. Of course, I've got cleaning patches and all that stuff too. Don't think this is it. Just hasn't been put in here yet. There's still a little bit more room. Alright, so that's those two side pouches of the Buttpack. Alright. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut her off, and then I'll come back with the main center pouch of the Buttpack in the next video. Slip. Guys, haven't seen any gloves yet, but they're generally going to be wearing gloves. Right? I like to wear these knuckle duster gloves. You know, give them a knuckle sandwich, right? It also helps you with bashing around, right? So you're bashing around through some place, helps with that as well. Get this stuff back in here. I like to put the bottom, okay, the pointy stuff, I like facing up, so it's not trying to poke through the bottom of my pouch. Alright. Just put that stuff in there like that. Shove these down here. Compass. This also helps to deaden sound because that doesn't have a lock on the compass rose. Right. Just like butter. Nice. Alright guys, see you in the next one.